season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage. And
that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
Gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 16 carries, 56 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, touchdown number 15 of the year. For the Patriots, they add on their lead. I'll tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11th.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. It'll wind up being a net of 41.
I'm ready to take off.
9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Rob Gronkowski and company. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's a
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big play there for New England, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Patriots add on to their lead. These guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking long for Westbrook. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium.